Hello again. Now this lecture about to test our function block that we have created on the last two lectures. So how can we test it? Easily we can just run the simulation. So if we go to options and then simulate modules, and then I'll just run my simulator. It is on the run command, and then download all the blocks into the simulated PLC. You want to load little data? Yes, run, yep. Okay, and then I'll now save and monitor it. Now our PLC running, the simulator, yes, it's running, but our code is running. No, it's not running. How could I know? Here in this scroll bar, it's not running. So why? So as we mentioned before, this probably this FC1 is not being called in the main OB. So if I go here, so this timer pulse, there is no call for that block, so I'll just call that block. If I empty box, and then I'll just, which FC is that? That FC1. So I'll just type here FC1. Now I'll just download it to the PLC. Yes. Now OB1 is running and FC1 should be running. Okay, now I want to put set a value. First I will set a value for the low limit. So our low limit gonna be 10%, 10.0, because it's real number, and then our low is 30%, and then the high, which is, this is the high limit, which is 70%, and then high limit, which is 90%. So now the PV value is 0, which is lower than low limit and low limit, so that's why I have low alarm and low alarm. But the high and high is healthy. If I put this one just above the low limit, so between 10 and 30, if I put it, right click, modify 20. So if I put as 20, so I don't have 20. Low limit, no, it's something, no, low limit is 20, no, 20, and the low is 10. Okay, so now if I put my between 10 and 20, which is 15, so so my low limit is 20, low is 10, so it's should trigger. Is it lower than PV 15, lower than low? Yes, so it's 50. Lower than low? No. So it's just the low. So that's why I'm getting only low alarm. If I just increase it a little bit to be normal, so I just put 50. So I should not have. Sorry, it's my mistake. Sorry, 20. Put the PV as 50. So PV as 50. So now 50 is normal because it's not lower than the low and low, and it is not higher than the high and high. If I put it greater than 70 but lower than 90, like let's say 80, if it is 80, it should trigger only the high alarm. So I just put this number to be 80. Only triggers the high alarm. If it is greater than 90, it will trigger also the high alarm. So instead of 80, I'll put 99. so it trigger also the high. So that applied for LT123, which is the level transmitter. I can do the same exactly for, let's say, a pressure transmitter. How we can do it? It's easily, as we have seen before. Just create a data block, and that data block I will call it PT, pressure transmitter 1, 2, 3, and can put some description like pressure transmitter. Okay, and then here, so it's already created, as we see, PT123, and then I will just create a network, and in that network I will call FB block, which is analog alarm, but in that case it will be PT123. Okay. Oh, sorry, because we just, there's something silly in Siemens, just save and then create again. PT123. Okay, it's not working. Okay, let's close. Don't worry, it's gonna be working, but something silly, we need to compile it before running. So just close FC1 and start it again, and then we will load here FB, the analog alarm, and put PT123. Okay, let's PT, because PT123 is generated from DB4, but LT123 is generated from DB3, so we mistakenly done it, or from FB2. We need to be created from FB2. There's something wrong. Okay, let's delete this one. We need to fix it. How are we gonna fix it? Just okay, that's something you need to know about. So as you see here, this LT123 is instance data block, but we mistakenly make it data block, normal data block. If you open it, just normal, doesn't have the values of low, and high. So we can just delete, just right click and then delete, yes, and then create again. Insert block, which is right click, insert data block DB4, but it's instance of FB2. This is what we have forgotten last time, and then I'll rename it PT123 and say pressure transmitter. Okay. Now we go here and then put PFP. This one should be working. Let's close it just and reopen it. Okay, so FP, FP2, and then PT123. Now should be working. Great. So now it's working. I'll just assign mine tags pt123.pv and then pt123.low, again low limit, copy, and then low limit, and then high limit, and then high limit, okay, and then PT123 low alarm, just copy it and then paste, then low alarm, and then PT high alarm, and then PT123 high alarm. Okay, and then here save it and download it to the PLC. Now it's running. Just put set values for the low. Okay, it's monitoring, so stopped. Our CPU stopped. We just reset it. The simulator is not running perfectly, so don't worry about it. Okay, it's running again. I'll just load all the blocks again. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, if you go back here now, it's not now it's running. Okay, and I just now need to put the limit values. So the low alarm gonna be 2 bar. The low, make it 4 bar. Okay, and the low will be 2 bar, and then the high will be 15 bar, and then the high will be 20 bar. Okay, now because the PV value is 0, it generates the low and low. If I make it normal, it's no alarm, so 10 should be fine, nothing generated. So as you see here, here this PV generates all the alarms. Here the LT generates all the alarm. The PV doesn't generate any alarm. So that's the point of the FB. The FB, the function block, it's a code used several times. Just try. I can write it only once and use it several times in several applications. If I have it's like a template, have a code inside it, and then I don't need to worry about what inside the code. Once I'm happy with the template, I just can assign the tag, assign some time to level, another to pressure. I can level pressure, temperature, flow, any analog signal that has this kind of alarms can be easily assigned to it. So this is a block. Thank you.